We're going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions video of a Civivi Qubit. This is going to be my second Civivi knife. The first was the aluminium. Now I was attracted to the aluminium by its excellent value as an EDC folding knife, but I went overboard. I sort of supersized myself. And I bought the model with the wooden scales and the Damascus steel, and I kind of regret that because ultimately this is a budget EDC folder, and spending money for these upgrades seems a bit counterintuitive to the budget appeal of this model. And I've never really quite gelled with the Damascus pattern of the blade. Just in my brain it's too ornate. It's too decorative to be a solid working knife. Now that's probably just my psychology. I haven't really used it enough to confess to really give much of an opinion at this stage about the qualities of the Damascus steel. That might be the subject of another video down the track. The other thing about it is the wooden handles. To my sense of feel, it's a bit light and airy. It just doesn't really give me the premium product vibe. So I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I don't see much point in spending extra money to get premium features in what is an introductory level, probably first person's budget EDC folding knife. So I thought I'd have another go with Civivi, and I thought I'd try the Qubit and try and get more in tune with its ethos, which is good value for money, budget EDC knives. And the case is lined with a very nice dark blue faux fur. Well, that was a touch I was not expecting. The knife itself is in a plastic bag. Okay. It's got a little mark there. No, it seems to rub out. Oh, it looks like it has a deep carry clip already installed. The thumb stud looks to be good quality. Alright, let's have a look. That's very nice. I'm getting a bit of a Spyderco vibe to the actual blade shape. The finish looks good. I'll just zoom that in so you can see the centering. Yeah, that centering's pretty good. And the weight's excellent, it's not very heavy at all. I'll just go through these stats. So the overall length of the knife is 7.19 inches or 182.5 millimeters. Width is 1.24 inches or 31.4 millimeters. The overall height, including clip, 0.6 inches or 15.5 millimeters. Blade length is just shy of 3 inches, 2.98 inches. Sounds like that was quite a deliberate design decision. Or 75.7 millimeters. The closed length, 4.21 inches or 106.9 millimeters. Blade thickness, 0.09 inches or 2.3 millimeters. Handle thickness, 0.44 inches or 11.3 millimeters. Knife weight, 2.8 ounces or 80 grams. And the blade material, it's 14C28N steel with a blade hardness of 58-60 HRC. The blade grind is described as flat with a satin finish and a drop point blade type. And the handles are aluminium. The colour is described as being bright blue. The pocket clip, it's a tip-up option only, but you've got a left or right option there. The clip material itself is stainless steel, as are the screws and the thumb stud material. Pivot assembly, it's a caged ceramic ball bearing. The locking mechanism is a button lock, and it boasts that it's designed with a spring under the button to provide just the right amount of tension so that there is enough resistance to avoid accidental opening while still offering the ideal amount of pressure to release the lock. So I've done a little bit of research about the particular configuration of the blade steel 14C28N. I've got no experience yet with this steel and pretty limited experiences overall, to be honest, in terms of knife review. I'm really just starting out at this. But from what I can gather from my research, 14C28N steel is a high-performance stainless steel that's quite commonly used in the knife and tool industry. It says it's nitrogen-enhanced steel, which means it contains a higher amount of nitrogen than traditional stainless steels. Claims that the increased nitrogen content improves the steel's hardness, corrosion resistance and edge retention. The exact composition of 14C28N steel can vary depending on the manufacturer, but it generally contains 14% chromium that provides corrosion resistance and hardness, 0.6% carbon to increase hardness and wear resistance, 0.3% nitrogen to improve hardness and corrosion resistance, 0.3% manganese to improve hardenability and wear resistance, 0.2% silicon to improve hardenability, and 0.1% phosphorus and 0.1% sulfur to improve its machinability. So it claims it's a steel that's excellent for edge retention, hardness and corrosion resistance, while also being relatively easy to sharpen and maintain, making it therefore a good steel for everyday use. Its claimed advantages over other types of steel: it's typically made through a process known as powder metallurgy, which involves blending together powders of the various alloying elements, the chromium, carbon, nitrogen, manganese, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur, in the desired proportions. The powders are then compacted under high pressure and heated to form a solid bar of steel. The process allows for a high degree of precision in the steel's composition, which is obviously important for achieving the desired qualities of the steel. Once the steel's been formed, it goes through a series of heat treatments to achieve the desired hardness and toughness. The steel is then cooled and ground to the desired shape and size. Now, some manufacturers can use other methods to produce 14C28N, such as ingot casting, but powdered metallurgy is the most common method. And its main advantages are its excellent edge retention. The nitrogen improves the steel's hardness, which allows the edge to stay sharper for longer. So it's a good choice for knives that will be used in tasks that require a sharp edge. And its other advantage is its corrosion resistance. The steel has a good balance between hardness and toughness, which makes it easy to sharpen and maintain, and allows it to withstand heavy use without becoming brittle or prone to chipping. And also it's a relatively affordable steel compared to some other high performance knife steels, making it a cost-effective choice for knife manufacturers and consumers. Now, from what I can work out from its 58 to 60 HRC rating, Google tells me that that's a hardness that's typical of quality pocket knives such as Spyderco, Cold Steel and Buck, as well as some of the better Japanese kitchen knives. And the hardness rating should result in a knife that maintains sharpness for a substantially longer time than other steels, while still being easy to sharpen. I'll just try and do a quick out-of-the-box sharpness test for you. That's good. I think that's probably me and my technique rather than the knife. No, it's not cutting as smooth as I might like. Let's try again. Yeah, look, I think that might need a bit of work. Well, either the blade or my technique needs a bit of work. Well, that wraps it up. That's the unboxing and my initial impressions. I'll give it some good use over the next coming months and no doubt report back with more findings.